one of the Downtown Dish. I am your host, Katie Schamberger. Buckle up, friends. We have a super fun interview for you this week. Have you heard of this concept of a ghost kitchen? No, it's not scary. You didn't accidentally stumble on a Halloween episode. This is so cool, and they are popping up throughout Kansas City. It's basically a new or different culinary concept inside an existing kitchen. So this week, we are going to catch up with Dustin Holcumbrink, who works there at the Downtown Marriott. He is going to give us the scoop on their new ghost kitchen, Epic Burgers. And after talking to him and listening to what he has to say, I think you're going to agree that they picked a perfect name. We also have the scoop on some more shop local events, and stay tuned later in the episode. You are going to have a chance to win tickets to the Strawberry Swing Holiday Market at Union Station. Big thanks this week and every week to our partners at Downtown Council, KC Streetcar, Kansas City Downtown Neighborhood Association, and Lynchpin Ideas. And speaking of the streetcar, congratulations to all of our friends at the KC Streetcar. I don't know if you saw the news earlier this week. They locked in $174 million in a federal grant to bring that streetcar extension down Main Street to UMKC to life. So all aboard, friends. We're going from the river to the ruse. We'll see you soon. Congratulations to all of our friends again at the streetcar and at Ride KC for working so hard.
Hey, ain't nobody really judging you. You gotta do your own thing if they're bugging you, because everything gonna be all right.
Holiday pop-ups happening around downtown Kansas City. This one just came across our radar, and we cannot wait to check it out. So, our friends at Grunauer, the chef there, Chef Matthias, is originally from a town called Garmisch. So he is bringing his hometown flavors right to downtown Kansas City this weekend. They are calling it Garmischer Platz. I really hope I didn't totally butcher that. And it is an Alpine-themed open-air dining and market. So you can enjoy delicious food outside on their heated patio. They're going to have tableside fondue, glühwein, other yummy hot food and drinks. Plus, they are going to have some local artists and makers and vendors on hand, so you can do a little shopping, maybe cross some more things off your gift list. So definitely check that out this weekend at Grunauer. Give them a follow on social at Grunauer KC so you can stay up to date. I know they were going to maybe originally have this starting Friday, but weather looks like it's pushing it into Saturday and Sunday. So follow them on social. Make sure that you get all of the information, and we will see you there to try some tableside fondue. Have you heard of this trend of ghost kitchens? No, it's not scary. It's not scary. We are going to dive into one of Kansas City's newest ghost kitchens. I'm so thrilled to welcome Dustin Holcumbrink, who is Director of Sales and Marketing at the Downtown Marriott. Dustin, welcome to the Downtown Dish.
Hey, good morning, Katie. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, so excited. I feel like the team there at the Downtown Marriott, like so many other teams, has just been getting all sorts of creative this year, dealing with some extreme challenges, and I am very curious about this new concept happening inside the hotel, Epic Burgers, a ghost kitchen. Can you kind of give us the scoop on what that's all about?
Yeah, well, Katie, you're so right, and it's unfortunate, but one of the one of the lingering effects of the pandemic was the hospitality industry was hit very, very hard. And,
Yes.
and hotels were most certainly a part of that with the restrictions on travel, and especially a hotel like ours, a convention hotel, a meetings hotel, with the restrictions on the size of gatherings and things of that nature. And so Epic Burgers, the ghost kitchen concept, while we certainly can't take credit for thinking of the idea of a ghost kitchen, it was born out of the idea that we have an incredibly talented culinary team that's always been a part of the hotel. But their focus historically has always been, feeding and entertaining out-of-town guests and convention goers and, some of the wonderful social galas and things like that we host throughout the year. And without many of those happening in 2021 or even in the early part of without those happening in 2020 or even in the early part of 2021, we wanted to give them an opportunity to showcase their talents and admittedly, find a way to pivot as a business, as restaurants, to try to cater to those folks who were still dining and looking for food and beverage options maybe that they hadn't ever considered before. And so our culinary team and our chefs at Metropolitan KC, specifically our executive chef Ronnie Coates and one of our Metropolitan KC restaurant chefs, Allison Martin, said let's do a ghost kitchen. And we'd already experimented a little bit with some of these crazy burgers that you see on the Epic Burgers menu. We ran them as weekly specials and things like that in Metropolitan KC and even in Bar Central, one of our other food and beverage outlets here in the hotel. But the idea for Epic Burgers was born, and it was to try to offer something a little bit different than is already out there in the downtown KC restaurant scene. And so Allison took that ball and took that inspiration and really ran with it and came up with an entire menu of appetizers and burgers and sandwiches that are just they're epic. They are off the wall, some of them.
Okay, I gotta not get too ahead of myself because I'm so excited. First of all, me personally, one of my favorite foods on the planet is a good burger. It can't go wrong. So, Dustin, if I'm getting ready to order at Epic Burgers for the first time, can you point me to where I even start? Is there kind of a popular burger so far, one that's especially been a hit with customers?
Yeah, well, absolutely. And Katie, my waistline will tell you that I am also a pretty big fan of some Epic Burgers and appetizers and sandwiches. So, some of the more popular ones and some of the ones that I enjoy the most too, but that we hear a lot of feedback on is we get a lot of orders of the Pit Boss Burger. As well as the Oktoberfest burger are awesome. The Pit Boss burger couldn't be any more quintessential Kansas City. It's got a whole bunch of different kind of barbecue on a burger, and people really love that. The Oktoberfest burgers are been really popular right now in the colder months. It's got of course the burger and some other stuff on it, but it also has a huge bratwurst on the top that's been cooked on there. Shout out to the Drunken Tots. If you're a fan of tater tots, these things they're smothered in like a Guinness infused cheese sauce, and they have pepper bacon on them and some more barbecue influence. We're Kansas Cityans. You got to put barbecue on everything, right? So they've got pulled pork on them as well. And then one of the ones that I think was maybe a little bit surprising to us, but has been a really a menu favorite is what's called the over the top grilled cheese. So it's it's Parmesan crusted sourdough. So even the bread has cheese in it. But provolone, cheddar cheese. It's got 4, crispy fried mozzarella sticks on it, and then some fresh basil, tomato, all those things that make it all come together. So some really fun options on there. But Katie, I'm going to tell you, they're probably not on our diet.
Dustin, whatever. 2020, get out of here. I say, we eat what we love. We're supporting local businesses. It's the holidays. I don't care about that other stuff. I just want some good food, and I want to know that I'm, supporting people. I think it's really exciting because I see your hotel and some of the other newer properties downtown are doing such a great job at really kind of turning that traditional model of hotel dining on its head, where, you know, it's like back in the day, yeah, okay, this hotel has a restaurant, it's got decent food, but it's not awesome, but it's, you know, the closest thing we have. And now it's like, I, as a Kansas Cityan, am really missing going to hotels like the downtown Marriott just for the dining experience. So thank you for opening that up and making that more accessible to people.
Yeah, you know, Katie, I think the restaurant scene in Kansas City is better and more competitive than it ever has been before. And, you know, it's extremely unfortunate that 2020 has cost us a lot of great restaurants here in Kansas City. But, you know, even prior to the pandemic, you know, we were able to recognize that our restaurants needed to appeal more than to just be a convenience for a hotel guest or a convention goer. That they, in order to compete in downtown, we had to have a wonderful culinary experience and menu offering and great values. And so, you know, that transformation had started long before COVID-19. And, you know, again, our culinary team is doing fantastic things all the time. And to your point, you know, they've been out there in the community winning some awards as well. You know, I always like to tell our convention goers that come in from out of town that you're going to receive a pretty authentic barbecue experience, even when you're here in a banquet type setting at the hotel, because, you know, we have a huge smoker back in our banquet kitchen to where we are doing the real deal. You know, they're doing briskets and pulled pork and those types of things in-house. It's not trucked in, it's not frozen, those types of things.
Right.
And you know, Katie, you mentioned you know, some award winnings. Our culinary team actually competes every year in the American Royal barbecue contest, and they've actually won. Their baked beans are award-winning American Royal baked beans, and so it's legit barbecue. That's the best way I can say it.
I mean, that's all you need to know, right? You just tell somebody, hey, we're an American Royal winner, and it's like, oh, you don't even need to just give me a fork, give me a spoon, give me a plate, like, you know. But, and I love this too. And let's go back, Dustin. So I feel like people are kind of catching the drift, but so a ghost kitchen is essentially kind of a secondary food concept that's operating in an existing facility. Did I summarize that okay?
Yeah, that's a great synopsis of it. So Metropolitan Kansas City and Bar Central, again, have been outlets, restaurants here in the hotel that have been operating for years. And, you know, with the downturn in travel and in group business and conventions and things of that nature, you know, our culinary teams had a little bit more free time on their hands and opportunity, you know, to do what they'd already been doing. And so some of these epic burgers, like I said, had been teased, if you will, out to the general public by being weekly specials out of Metropolitan KC, our brick and mortar restaurant. But the idea of the ghost kitchen was something that came up amongst our team here. We thought it would be a great way to do something a little bit different while not, you know, not sacrificing what Metropolitan KC is already known for, being a 3-meal restaurant. But Epic Burgers was born out of the kitchen of the Metropolitan KC, same culinary team, but it gives them a lot more flexibility to first of all, be just crazy with the menu creations, but also, you know, to do it a little bit different. It is available, you know, right now exclusively through DoorDash.
Okay.
You know, if you called the hotel, we would do our best to accommodate you if you're not a DoorDash user as well. But for the most part, DoorDash is your best way and most efficient way to get your hands on Epic Burgers at this point in time. But the cool thing about a ghost kitchen too, Katie, is, you know, we can change the menu on the fly.
Yep.
If Chef Allison has some sort of crazy dream and wakes up in the middle of the night with the next Epic Burger, that next morning, you know, thanks to our digital environment and the idea of a ghost kitchen, that burger can go on the menu the next day.
Awesome. And Dustin, did I see something too that maybe another benefit of that ghost kitchen setup? Did I see correctly online that you have some later operating hours so people can get some food maybe later in the evening?
Yeah, absolutely. So, unlike maybe your traditional restaurants, where the hours have to be a little bit more restrictive, because it is, and to meet the current restrictions and everything that we're all trying to do our part with, controlling COVID-19 and exposure and things like that. Because it is exclusively through DoorDash, the delivery option and things allows us to be a little bit more expansive with our hours as well. So right now, you can get your hands on Epic Burgers from 6 a.m. to midnight.
I mean, is there do we have a breakfast burger option, or can I add an egg or something and I can just eat burgers all day?
Listen, I got to tell you that we've been really pleasantly surprised at the number of people who are, whether they're getting off work or maybe they're just turning in for the night,
right.
At that time of the morning. We've seen a lot of early morning, orders from everything from some of the burgers to, the apps are really popular first thing in the morning. I think everybody likes to maybe start their day off with, maybe some greasy food, or maybe something that's not the most healthy breakfast. But yes, there's definitely those options, Katie, to grab some food in the early morning hours too.
That's so cool. Well, and I want to point everybody, we'll drop the link here on the screen, but I do want to point everybody to our friends at The Pitch. Had a great article here recently on the ghost kitchen concept. Epic Burgers was part of that article, but it does take a look at a couple other concepts that are kind of outside the downtown area there in the plaza. There's a couple things going on at Jack's Fish House. There's a burger pop-up inside Dodson's and Waldo. So it is very cool. And I love this too. I feel like, Dustin, you hit on this, but for the culinary teams, this has got to be a little more exciting because they have the flexibility and the freedom to get a little more creative with the menu without maybe feeling like they have to go all in on this restaurant concept, stand alone with the space and all that. It's kind of to me, it's a slightly more nurturing environment to just kind of get a little experimental.
I think that's a great assessment of it, Katie. It's allows our culinary team to utilize the talents, that they have.
Yep.
Where maybe they, have been felt as if they needed to, be a little bit more conservative, maybe with the menu, or maybe needed to appeal to, the masses,
right,
as opposed to being, really crazy creative and just seeing what people might like. And I think they're having a lot of fun with it.
That's awesome. Well, all right. So we need to all place our orders on DoorDash for Epic Burgers. I'm really excited. I need those tots immediately. I know my husband's going to go for that grilled cheese. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell him about it. He's going to think it's Christmas already. So Dustin, you'll be seeing me very soon, but I so appreciate your time, and if there are things that we can do to support you at Epic Burgers, at Metropolitan KC, at the Downtown Marriott, you always have a seat at our Downtown Dish table, so please come back anytime.
Well, Katie, thanks so much. And thanks to everybody who has a little bit of interest in it. You can obviously check us out on DoorDash, or you can find us on Facebook as well. It's just facebook.com/epicburgerskc, and you'll get a little bit of taste of, some pictures and stuff like that of what the menu is as well. So we look forward to sending those jumping tacos.
Don't hurt nobody. Getting hot in here, wipe the sweat off of my forehead. Don't hurt them now. Let me show you what I'm.
It is the holiday gifting season, and now we have a gift for you. How would you like to go check out the Strawberry Swing Holiday Market outside at Union Station? Continues this weekend and next weekend, and we are giving away 2 pairs of tickets to this Sunday's market, December 13th, for you to go check that out. There are so many treasures. You will love it. Here's what you gotta do. Are you ready? Just follow us on Twitter at Downtown Dish KC and tweet us, what is your favorite place to shop locally for gifts? That's all you have to do. Respond by 5 p.m. Central this Saturday, December 12th, and we will draw 2 winners to each win a pair of tickets, again, to the Strawberry Swing Holiday Market this Sunday, happening outside at Union Station. Tweet us at Downtown Dish KC. What is your favorite place to shop local for gifts? All right, tweet us. You'll be entered. Easy peasy. So stay tuned. We will announce those winners Saturday evening so you can get prepared to shop on Sunday.
But they back now. Now let me tell you what a OG said. Don't hurt nobody. Look at this damn clean, got my
Thank
fit
you so
only.
much for joining us here on another episode of the Downtown Dish. How good does Epic Burger sound? And I'm thinking a 6 a.m. burger is, that sounds great. I love that they're seeing so much traffic early in the morning, but you can get burgers 6 a.m. to midnight. Just remember to order through DoorDash. Check out Epic Burgers. Check out Grunauer. Check out their Alpine-themed open-air dining and market this weekend. Don't forget to tweet us at Downtown Dish KC, your favorite place to shop local for gifts. Tweet us by 5 p.m. this Saturday, the 12th. You'll be entered to win a pair of tickets to the Strawberry Swing Holiday Market. Before we go, wanted to say a big thanks to Dave at Taco the Town, who so kindly had me on this week's episode with incredibly talented local actor Kevin McGannon. You guys, it was so much fun. We sat outside, we tried tacos from Los Tules, downtown, representing. So good. So tune in to find out what our favorite tacos are at Los Tules, plus so much more. We talk a lot about NXS, Brookside squirrels versus River Market squirrels. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. So thank you, Dave. It was so fun to be on your show after you were on the Downtown Dish a few weeks ago. Everyone, check out Taco the Town. Give it a listen. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful weekend. Join us back here next week for another episode of the Downtown Dish. I am your host, Katie Schamberger. See you soon.